coming out of this entire effort, besides this, I think, pretty innovative effort to connect with people at 6 and 12-month intervals, is to get a better handle on this kind of follow-up activity to the Red Cross's role. The Red Cross plays a role in the emergency and the immediate disaster relief. This community stepped up in ways that it hasn't done before, and doing that required basically creating a whole new system, which Sandy described. Our hope is that going forward we'll be better prepared, that an infrastructure is at least beginning to take shape. The United Way and our agency in the Red Cross can announce today that we will be establishing a task force going forward to make sure that if the inevitable next disaster occurs, that this community is better prepared to respond more swiftly and hopefully as thoroughly and as generously as it did this time. And Bill Vogler's effort is an important part of that, because he's going to be able to produce a report based on what they discover in that 6 and 12-month interval, which will help inform us as we develop a new infrastructure for the next inevitable event. Now, one of my obsessions is stewardship. The funding that we have to do what we do is not ours, it is yours as taxpayers and as donors. And every day I squeeze every nickel I can, as does every nonprofit that I know of, to try to do the most that we can for the amount of very limited resources that we ever have. And I wanted to have somebody comment from a donor's perspective on that stewardship. And just to put one little wisecrack in here, I couldn't think of anybody better than the preacher at my church to talk about stewardship. First Presbyterian Church, I'm proud to say, not only are Sandy and Linda and I members of that congregation, but the congregation stepped up with one of the largest contributions outside of UGI, and so the Reverend Tony Sundermeyer.